Attention, merci.
Should Rihanna just stop trying so hard to conceal the fact that she has another child on the way with ASAP Rocky after being spotted going down the steps, hiding the bump with the leather trench coat, paneled and layered up with the lace front panel over the jacket, with a dress on.
Okay, you guys, so Rihanna is back in the headlines, and this time it is not about makeup, music, or Met Gala gowns. This is about baby number 4. The rumor flying around right now is that after leaving Fashion Week in Paris with ASAP Rocky, Rihanna has been spotted layering up in oversized coats and baggy outfits, and the blogs are screaming, Rihanna caught hiding ASAP Rocky's next child under her layers. And listen, this didn't just pop out of nowhere. Fans have been studying her walk, her posture, her clothing choices, and her silence. The moment she left Paris Fashion Week, cameras caught her in loose silhouettes, hand casually resting near her stomach, and that's when the pregnancy detectives went to work. And y'all know how the internet is. They don't need a confirmation, they need a screenshot and a theory. Now, let's get into the receipts because people are not just guessing for fun. Based on recent reports, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky welcomed their 3rd child, a daughter named Rocki Irish, on September 13th, 2025. That part has already been circulating heavy in celebrity spaces, even though the couple has been extremely private about it. They never dropped a full announcement, no People magazine spread, no dramatic photo shoot. They moved like ninjas. And now, barely months later, folks are saying she's already expecting again. According to multiple fashion blogs and paparazzi outlets, Rihanna was photographed leaving Paris bundled up like it was winter in July. And insiders claim she's avoiding tight dresses and front-facing poses. One blind item even reads that she's strategically dressing to conceal her stomach while traveling internationally with Rocky. And you already know how blind items work. Half tea, half imagination, but still enough to get people talking. But wait, there's more, because this isn't just about clothes. The timeline is what has people shook. If Rocki Irish was born in September 2025, and now in early 2026, Rihanna is already possibly pregnant again, that is back-to-back motherhood. That's not no light work. That's physically demanding, mentally demanding, and emotionally demanding. And that's why people are split right down the middle. Some fans are congratulating her in advance, like, yes, queen, build your family. Others are like, hold up, is this too much, too fast? Especially considering Rihanna still hasn't dropped that long-awaited album and people are still begging for tour dates. So now the question becomes, is she choosing family over music again, or is she about to do both at the same time? Let's be real for a second. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky have always moved different. They don't move like typical celebrity couples. No weekly couple posts, no staged red carpet PDA every 5 minutes. They pop out when they feel like it and disappear when they don't. So when people say she's hiding a pregnancy, it actually fits their pattern of privacy. They hid the first pregnancy until she was ready to show it. They hid the second baby's details. They allegedly kept the 3rd child's name quiet for months. So why would baby number 4 be any different? If this is true, it really makes you wonder if Rihanna is done performing for the public and just living life on her own terms now. Now, let's talk about the Paris Fashion Week angle, because that's where this rumor really caught fire. Rihanna showed up to Paris looking fly as always, but noticeably layered. Long coats, draped fabrics, structured outfits that didn't cling to the waist. And paparazzi shots showed her walking slower, more guarded, and keeping her hands close to her midsection. Fans zoomed in like FBI agents. Screenshots started circulating with captions like, "Why's she walking like that?" And "That's a pregnancy walk." And you know, once TikTok gets hold of something, it's over. The narrative becomes real whether it's confirmed or not. Now, let's get into where the conversation gets tricky. People are starting to question the pace of her pregnancies. Some are praising her for embracing motherhood fully, others are worried about her health, and some are side-eyeing Rocki like, bro, give her a break. If this is true, it's very concerning to some fans because pregnancy back-to-back is not easy on the body. But at the same time, Rihanna is a billionaire with access to the best doctors in the world, so she's not moving like a regular person. She's moving like someone who can afford round-the-clock care, chefs, trainers, and medical supervision, so the rules are different. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. People still want the music. They still want R9. They still want that comeback tour. And every time Rihanna pops up pregnant, the internet acts like she personally canceled their childhood. But let's be honest, she never promised anybody anything. She pivoted from pop star to mogul to mother, and now the public is struggling to accept that shift. That's not her problem. That's a fan entitlement problem. Still, the timing of this rumor is wild. Fashion Week exit, heavy layers, third baby just born months ago, and suddenly whispers of number 4. That's a lot for one headline. Now, what's interesting is how quiet both Rihanna and Rocki have been. No denial, no confirmation, no playful clapback, nothing. And silence in celebrity world is loud. Sometimes silence means mind your business, and sometimes it means wait and see. And because of that, the blogs are filling in the gaps with speculation. One entertainment source claims that close friends of the couple say Rihanna is happy and glowing, and that Rocki is fully focused on family life. Another blind item suggests they are intentionally spacing public appearances to avoid direct pregnancy questions. And that's where we have to throw in the word allegedly, because none of this has been officially confirmed. So let me ask y'all something, because this is where it gets real. Are we really shocked that Rihanna might be pregnant again? Or are we just shocked because we still see her as the pop girl from 2012 instead of a grown woman in her late 30s building a family? Because those are two different Rihannas. The industry Rihanna and the real-life Rihanna are not the same person anymore. And that's what makes this rumor hit different. It's not scandal like cheating or lawsuits. It's scandal because it challenges the image people still want her to have. So, picking up from where we left off, the secrecy around Rihanna and ASAP Rocky is really what keeps fueling this whole situation. Every time they don't explain something, the internet explains it for them. And that's exactly what's happening here. Folks are saying this pregnancy rumor fits their pattern perfectly because they never announce anything on schedule. They wait until the belly is undeniable or the baby is already born. That's how they did with the first child, that's how they moved with the second baby, and that's how they handled the third one, Rocki Irish. So when people say, why would she hide it again? The answer is simple, because that's how they like to live. They don't owe TMZ a calendar. Now, let's talk about what the blind items are claiming, because this is where things get spicy. One blind item reads that after Paris Fashion Week, Rihanna and Rocki took a low-key route back instead of the usual celebrity exit, and insiders supposedly noticed her skipping certain events and dinners she was expected at. The blind item reads that security was extra tight and Rihanna avoided standing positions for long periods. That right there is what had fans convinced something is up. According to the blogs, this is the same behavior she had during her last pregnancy, when she stopped doing long press runs and stayed mostly in controlled environments. If this is true, it's very concerning only because it shows how fast these pregnancies are stacking up, and people are worried about her health more than anything else. Let's be real though, a lot of this obsession comes from the fact that Rihanna is one of the few celebrities who doesn't overshare. In an era where everybody live streams their ultrasound and posts their baby's name before the ink dries, Rihanna said, nah, she treats motherhood like sacred ground, and that clashes with fan culture. Fans feel like because they bought albums in 2011, they deserve womb updates in 2026. That's not how real life works, and that's why this rumor feels so big. It's not just about a baby, it's about control over her narrative. Now, the ASAP Rocky angle needs to be discussed too. People are already side-eyeing him, saying he's got her pregnant back-to-back without thinking about her career. But let's flip that. What if this is exactly what she wants? What if this is the life she chose intentionally? We always assume men are dragging women into motherhood, but Rihanna does not move like a woman who gets dragged anywhere. If she's pregnant again, that's because she signed off on it. That's not no accident lifestyle. That's a planned family dynamic. And if that's the case, then the narrative of Rocky trapping her doesn't really hold up. It really makes you wonder why people are more upset about her having kids than they are about rappers having 8 kids by 5 women. When men do it, it's legacy. When women do it, it's ruining her body or wasting her career. That double standard is loud in this situation. Rihanna can be a mother of 4 and still be a billionaire mogul. Those two things can exist at the same time. The culture just hasn't caught up yet. Now, here's where the fans come in, because the fan comments are split. Some fans are saying she's glowing, leave her alone. Others are saying we never